Henry Robert Marcel Duchamp was a French-American painter, sculptor, chess player, and writer whose work is associated with Cubism, conceptual art, and Dada. He was born on July 28, 1887 at Blainville-Crevon in Normandy, France. Of Eugene and Lucy Duchamp's 7 children, 1 died as an infant and 4 became successful artists. Marcel Duchamp was the brother of Jacques Villon, Raymond Duchamp Villon, and Suzanne Duchamp Crotty. Life and education. As a child, with his 2 older brothers already away from home at school in Rouen, Duchamp was close to his sister Suzanne, who was a willing accomplice in games and activities conjured by his fertile imagination. At 8 years old, Duchamp followed in his brother's footsteps when he left home and began schooling at the Lycée Pierre Corneille in Rouen. He learned academic drawing from a teacher, who unsuccessfully attempted to protect his students from Impressionism, Post-Impressionism, and other avant-garde influences. However, Duchamp's true artistic mentor at the time was his brother Jacques Villon, whose fluid and incisive style he sought to imitate. At 14, his first serious art attempts were drawings and watercolors depicting his sister Suzanne in various poses and activities. That summer, he also painted landscapes in an impressionist style using oils. Duchamp's early artworks aligned with post-impressionist style. He experimented with classical techniques and subjects. When he was later asked about what had influenced him at the time, Duchamp cited the work of symbolist painter Odilon Redon, whose approach to art was not outwardly anti-academic but quietly individual. He studied art at the Académie Julian from 1904 to 1905, but preferred playing billiards to attending classes. During this time, Duchamp drew and sold cartoons which reflected his ribald humor. Many of the drawings used verbal puns, sometimes spanning multiple languages, visual puns, or both. Such play with words and symbols engaged in his imagination for the rest of his life. In 1905, he began his compulsory military service with the 30th Infantry Regiment, working for a printer in Rouen. There he learned typography and printing process, skills he would use in his later work. Personal life. Throughout his adult life, Duchamp was a passionate smoker of Havana cigars. Duchamp began as a United citizen in 1955. In June 1927, Duchamp married Lydie Sarrazin Labassor. However, they divorced 6 months later. It was rumored that Duchamp had chosen a marriage of convenience because Sarrazin Labassor was the daughter of a wealthy automobile manufacturer. Early in January 1928, Duchamp said that he could no longer bear the responsibility and confinement of marriage, and soon thereafter, they were divorced. Between 1946 and 1951, Maria Martins was his mistress. In 1954, he and Alexina Tini Sutter married, and they remained together until his death. Death and burial. Duchamp died suddenly and peacefully in the early morning of 2 October 1968 at his home in Neuilly-sur-Seine, France. After ending dining at home with his friend Man Ray and Robert Lebel, Duchamp retired at 1:05 a.m., collapsed in his studio, and died of heart failure. Duchamp was an atheist. He is buried in the Rouen Cemetery in Rouen, France, with the epitaph "De Liers, ses studios les autres que mourront. Beside it always the others who die." Even his death, Duchamp retained a sense of humor, a means for him of reaffirming his freedom while undermining absolutes and certainties.